Okay, there is two groups for those who want to do the transport. One is marked as LAR, which is obviously on the LAR, and those who are not marked as that, they're on Bandera bus. And unpausing for these cases.
So presumably we're all doing recon.
Neither of you have helicopters?
Oh, this is a nice skin. Jeez, like.
I'll fly a TF-51 then, unless someone else needs that slot.
Well, there's two TF-51s and one, how that's thing called?
One is occupied by animals, so if there needs to be...
I have a helicopter. What do you need me to do?
Basically, transport. We have 5 zones which are marked on the map. 3 on the... Now we see 3 on the west, on the SAM sites, basically because they shot a lot of missiles. And 2 more near the Bandera bus, on the SAM sites as well. You can check how much do we need to recon for each site in the F10 menu through the check, other check remaining cargo.
Interesting. Okay.
Also, there is a how that thing's called. The Mosquito, for those who own it, you can recon in that as well.
So do we want to make like a little plan of who wants to recon where? Just so we don't overlap. Because I mean, I'd quite like to follow the left route, like recon 6, recon 5, recon 4, because it's easy to navigate.
Where do you want to go, Contrast?
I kind of want to go straight north. Do you see the recon points on the F10 map?
Yep.
So I'm looking at recon 6, recon 5, and recon 4, just because it's easy to navigate, but I can go elsewhere.
Yeah, so you want to go northwest?
Yeah.
Northwest.
And then west.
Cool,
Yeah.
then I'll go north. I'll go east, north, and then northwest.
Перезарядка по плану.
Okay, so it's that recon 14, recon 8, and recon... whatever that one is specifically. And recon 7.
Well, I've got quite a few points here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's 14.
8 9.
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do all the recon points to the east, and then come back. Then I'm gonna go north, and then come back west.
Copy. In that case, once I've got to recon 4, I'll go south and then west again to get back to La. Sorry, south and then east again.
Copy.
found the actual issue in this. Actually, deserve a bug report. Oh. I haven't.
Light traffic contrast taxiing to runway 09. Light traffic contrast clear of runway 09.
Contrast, just check your fuel.
I filled it up.
Copy. What's the active runway here, Contrast?
I took 09.
Copy.
No idea if that's the actual active.
Large traffic, animal taxi to runway 09.
Crash, you here?
Yep.
By any chance you know where the auxiliary compass located in the MI8?
In the MI8?
Yeah.
No.
I see only main ones, but they are true for some reason, so they are already magnetically corrected. Shit.
What if I tell it? Interesting. This is a very interesting thing I have discovered.
What have you discovered?
Apparently, if you have more than 2 shipborne radars too close to a large enemy concentration, it regularly causes every 2 to 3 seconds a lag spike. And this only seems to happen, well, right now this is only on the Syria map because everything's concentrated within like 50 miles of each other. And the only reason I figured it out is because I reconstructed my Syria map mission, but now that I've done that, I might actually be able to fix the old one. This is the original. For the most part. So if that's true, I should be able...
Low traffic, animal holding short of runway 09. Low traffic.
Should be able to use
Замок закрыт. Груз подцеплен. Натяжение троса. Натяжрост натянут.
Второй генератор.
Груз метр от земли.
Отказал второй генератор.
Груз метр от земли. Груз
Отказал
трасса в норме.
первый
Можно взлетать.
генератор.
Груз 10 до земли.
Отказал
Груз 20 до
первый
земли.
генератор.
missions off. Should regain the upgrades.
Low traffic, animal taking active runway 09. Departure to the east.
Поперечная раскачка 10.
Yep. FPS back. No hitching. All of that. Because of ship radar emissions.
Груз спокоен, трасса норма.
Car traffic, animal clear, runway 09. Car traffic. Is there a certain height or altitude we have to be at for this recon links, or any altitude?
Any altitude.
Sorry?
Any altitude.
Thank you. So did anyone get a notification that I did a recon now? Because I flew straight through it, but I didn't get a pop-up or anything.
I didn't get anything.
Animal, I saw something pop up. Said
Sorry?
Something about I saw something say Recon 3 had been done or something. I don't know.
Like a couple of seconds ago.
Maybe a couple minutes ago.
The recon point will disappear on F10 once you've done it.
Oh, that's interesting. It's still here.
So I just got a message now.
That
Yeah,
was
that was me.
that was contrast.
Okay.
What level are you doing it at, contrast?
I can't be more than 2,000 feet.
Yeah.
It shouldn't really make the difference because I don't have anything that checks the height, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm physically looking at the place trying to see stuff, so I don't know if that makes any difference.
No.
There's no way to track
That's
head.
the ground.
There's no way to track head position with scripting, at least to my knowledge.
It'd be pretty cool if they implemented that.
Theoretically, because your head is one of the things that actually rotates the cockpit, there is a variable that is responsible for movement of your head in the cockpit for other players to see it. And again, theoretically and mathematically, you can get those variables into the script and check where the person is looking.
So all you need to do is write a really complex piece of code which checks the position of your aircraft.
So can you check on the map with
Yes.
the links that I'm
Yes.
going through the mark point?
Yeah, you do. That's
Okay,
strange.
'cause nothing's popping up.
Yeah, that should work. I'm not sure what's wrong with it.
Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one then and see.
I'll do a flyby on that one in a bit once
Yeah,
I'm back
cool.
and check.
Because I know the last time I did the recon as well, it wasn't popping up. I was just flying straight through them. But it's fine. I'll just go to the next one and Contrast can test this one.
The thing is, last time there was different script and only one TF-51, so that's really strange.
Copy.
Oh, I know what's the problem here. Yeah, okay, only first unit of the group will do the recon. Just keep in mind, so your animal, just keep in mind or probably make a mark points of the things that you passed, that you recon, because yeah, that's the problem in the code.
How do I make a mark point in the TF-51?
I actually... Oh, okay,
He
yeah,
doesn't
so-
mean systems-wise, he means it's in on the F10 map.
Yeah, on the F10 map.
And how do I do that? You press the circle that's in the top side of the,
Third button in the upper row.
Yes, thank you. My brain is partially functioning.
Okay, so once I've passed it, I can press that.
Yeah, and then you click on the F10 map where you want to locate your point, and then you can also add some description to it.
I cannot believe Syria is maxing out my 3080 Ti.
Crash, I yesterday installed Satisfactory, and it said that my 3070 is not good enough for it.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I'll do my try. And when I actually entered the game, it automatically maxed out all the graphical settings. And it was still running at 60 plus FPS, so I was like, okay then, so what was not enough for you then?
It might be as in they hadn't really accommodated for the 30 series, or as in it just reached so much power over what the game requires. It just went like, oh, yeah, you're too good for us.
It's like with the Civilization 5 and Gandhi, not 5, Civilization I think 1 or 2 and Gandhi, where he was like so peaceful, the value was so low that when some certain
That it
research
would
was made-
eventually loop back and go to
yeah,
1.
yeah. It
Because
to the
because
next
then it
second.
didn't accommodate for the negative number, yeah.
Yeah.
Our traffic contrast inbound for runway 09.
Thanks. I got into where the red smoke in the middle of the pylons were. What else do I need to do?
Have you did the message pop up for you?
Yeah, it said cargo has been loaded or something.
That's it.
And then I just take off and follow you.
You can take off and either follow me to add some cargo, or there is a closer point, like to the south from my position, approximately 9 miles. There's another SAM site, you can drop cargo there.
Okay. Yeah, there's SA6 and SA5.
And also I potentially see a problem. Or am I being that much dumb everywhere? Okay, then that works fine. Oops, not. Okay. I just believe that it works fine. This is just mark points that were badly added by me. Also, strange thing, probably I did something wrong on your mission, but this time my autopilot in MI8 works just fine. And like on your mission it was constantly not turning on. Which is just
I don't know
strange.
what. Yeah, I don't know why I had the autopilot. I mean, the auto start worked perfectly fine on my end. So I don't know what it was.
Animal, you have one gear out.
Oh, it says that my thing is up, yeah?
Yeah, I'm looking at you in F2, and I'm seeing a gear.
It might be...
Bugged out.
Yeah, well, it could be desync, because that sometimes happens, especially with TF14.
Okay.
You would spawn in, you'd see, oh, the gear's out. And the pilot would go, no, the gear's up. You go, but I see the gear out.
Well, he seems to be flying fine, so I'll leave him alone.
Boy, look at all those shiny returns.
Shiny returns, sorry.
Air ground radar.
Oh.
I'm testing to see how the performance is while I'm up at 30,000 feet looking down at the city with all those units in air to ground radar mode. I just want to see how the performance is. Because, I finally got my city attack is finally back online for Syria.
Yay.
So,
Well, now I know that you can see a lot of air to ground stuff. And also now I know how to repel the GBU-38s. So now I know the combination of success.
You know what's funny? The units that you place actually have a much higher return than the buildings. It's interesting.
Well, technically, because the units are metal and buildings are not, and buildings actually, I don't know the term, but they basically eat the things from the radar.
They absorb the radar signals.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, northwest of West Point.
Is that something I can help with, or does it need a heli which can actually pick him up?
We need a heli to actually pick him up.
Copy.
In northwest, they didn't say where, but okay, I'll just put a marker just not to.
Okay, so I've reconned my points. Animal, do you mind if I just come formation fly with you?
No problem.
Sweet, I'll see if I can catch up.
Fly towards, just hold on.
You can basically start.
Fly towards Recon 10.
Okay.
Copy.
Also, a question about flight plan. So I didn't add flight plan for the recon group. Is that okay with you?
I forgot to set my trim on takeoff.
Because it was for test. Because again, 14 points, I was a bit too lazy for it. Like, are you okay flying without it?
Are you asking me?
Well, both of you.
Yeah, I'm just flying to the points. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, same. Everything's fine at the moment. Well, except me crashing just there.
So you didn't do your rudder?
Yep, I forgot about trim. And I went all the way off the left of the runway.
Good news for me, I achieved perfect hover. Bad news for me, I still need to make another 500 meters to actually to the point where I actually need to drop the cargo. It's really fucking scary.
Large traffic contrast taking runway 09.
What's really scary is the monster that I have possibly created here.
Hold my beer and look at the Phoenix berth.
Well, we'll see how it is when the Apache comes out, because
We'll see how it is when Black Shark 3 comes up. They promoted so much good things there.
Yay, I got a recon.
Nice.
That probably wasn't you that...
That was.
No, okay, that was you. Alright then, that's weird.
Took off badly again.
I hope there's an unlimited supply of 51s.
I think there are.
I hope so, or otherwise getting our pilots back could be a problem.
They're unlimited, I easily dub that that part.
Let's do this as a big
Груз
one.
20 до земли.
Насосы.
Груз 20 до земли.
баков.
Груз 10 до земли.
Насосы.
Груз 20 до земли.
баков.
Груз 10 до земли. Груз 10 до земли. Груз 10 до земли. Груз 3 до земли. Груз 3 до земли. Груз метр до земли. Груз
The F-16 loses all of its sensitivity when you're going at Mach 1.14 across the deck.
Large traffic, contrast occupying runway 09, hopefully not going to die this time.
Ooh, it is possible.
Large traffic, contrast wheel side.
Blake, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Could you please deliver that cargo to where I am currently am? Sorry for guiding you to wrong objective, because it's only one required here, and you're carrying one.
Copy that.
Thanks.
Thinks you on the ground?
Say again?
Are you on the ground right now?
Not anymore.
Okay. It's gonna have you tell me how many miles it is.
How many
Meet me at
miles?
Recon 8, contrast.
Roughly 23,
Copy.
I would say.
Okay. I didn't take much fuel.
You should be alright.
I should be able to make it.
Be advised, it's 1.5 kilometers in altitude.
Okay, thanks.
Actually, don't know if you can make that.
What's your altitude? Contrast.
8,000 feet.
Copy.
What's yours? Because I'll meet you.
I'm low.
Okay.
I'll climb a bit. No, 1. I'll level off at 5,000.
Copy.
It's only about 12 miles longer.
Official. What's your speed, animal?
At 300.
Copy.
Аварийный остаток топлива.
Okay, you can fly as low as you'd like now, I'll just follow you.
Copy. Yeah.
Animal, what's your RPM and manifold pressure?
Manifold's about 53, RPM is 27.
Okay. Yeah, the 53 manifold explains why I'm not catching you.
It's
I
50
thought I was
now.
pushing it at 45.
Climbing now.
Just keep an eye on your temperature.
Yep. We're all green.
Close enough.
Get some altitude. I want to do a stall.
I'm getting pretty close to that stall.
Oh, in the spin.
How you made yourself to the spin?
And recovered. Intentionally.
Oh, okay then.
Now, I also went into a spin, but I can't see you anymore.
Flying over a town.
Animal just spinned out.
Yeah, I can't
What's your
see you.
altitude?
At 5.5. 5,500.
Visual.
Where
Look,
are
2
you?
o'clock.
2
2 o'clock
o'clock.
low. 3 o'clock low. Moving on to your 6.
Visual. Law animal inbound from the northwest. I'm coming back to idle, yeah.
Copy.
Law animal on initial for base for runway 09. Full stop landing. Did it bleed some of the speed?
Oh, geez, my temperature gauge is off the scale.
Go to idle.
Yep.
Дозаправка по плану. Перезарядка по плану. Командир, нет возможности.
I shit, I spent too long on one side and now I don't have power. How do you do an in-flight engine restart?
Well,
The
animal
problem-
on final
I mean, if
runway 09.
which gauge was off the scale?
Temperature, but it hasn't seized the engine.
Okay.
I leaned on one side too much and fuel went out.
Fuel? Like you still have a stream of white cloud behind you?
No, like, I ran out of fuel, basically. It's not out of fuel. I was just on one side, and so the tank couldn't get any fuel.
If you swap the intakes and pretty much just hit the starter, it should start up again. As long as your mixture's still good.
Nope, emergency landing in the dirt. That must have gone really badly. That must have gone really badly because I blacked out immediately. It felt smooth. I guess descents aren't for landing in.
Lights drop cargo and RTV.
Anyway, that was a pretty chill flight.
Animal clear of runway 09, taxi's parking area for shutdown.
Is there anywhere else to be reconned? Or is that everything?
If you have, well, I still see some points, but I believe that's because animal wasn't. The game wasn't counting.
Yeah, I
animal.
believe so.
Okay, now then there is nothing more. There's only cargo left.
Cool. I'll head off then. It was a good
Okay,
flight.
yeah, thanks for flying.
So I'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Cool, thanks, Contrast.
Contrast.
Are you coming to practice tomorrow, Contrast?
Yes, I am. Yeah, just getting in my head which practice it is. Yes,
We have practice tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so.
competitive practice at 1800C because we don't have a match.
Huh, but we have a match on Sunday.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, then.
I believe we'll just be doing stuff like missile evasion.
Roger.
Yep, use the practice contrast because you're gonna need it for gonna need it for half of November.
Yeah. Alright, see you guys later.
So, yep.
See ya.
Cheers.
Okay, now the question is, where the fuck is the channel selector for my R863? Can do that manually, but I don't want. M8 flight manual. Oh shit. Where is the panel located?
They're lucky.
Hello.
Hey, Lucky.
Hi, Lance.
Was it lucky?
Hey, Animal. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yep, been around, haven't seen you in a while, but I've seen you in a couple of chats.
Yeah, I get,
He gets around.
Yeah.
He gets around.
Well, my grandson got, hooked up. I found him on Discord.
Nice. Does he play DCS?
No, but I'm trying to get him into it.
Yeah.
He's got a gig RAM, and he's just got a basic computer, but he doesn't have an OTAS or a head tracker. So, trying to figure out if I can set him up with something simple and get him started.
Gotcha.
You guys on a server, or are you just hanging out?
We are in the mission, so we're kind on server. At the same time, we're just hanging out.
What server is it?
It's my server. We are currently doing the PAC Campaign on Mission 7. We are just guys just recently finished the recon job, and I'm currently on the search for the downed pilot. Or to be more precise, I'm actually fighting the MI8 and my brain, because I don't know how that system works in the MI8.
Oh, the autopilot.
No, autopilot is okay. I'm actually for the radio navigation system. Because there is a shitload of radios here, and even more bigger shitload of different switches for them.
Mm-hmm. Bill?
Alright, gents, I'm gonna be off.
Yep, thanks for coming in. We'll see you later.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, well, I thought I better get it out the way. Now I can fly proper jet next week. Cool.
See you, Animal.
Just. Oh, Blight, well done. You know what I'm talking about.
I think.
Does it have? It's got something to do with the number 5.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Good.
What have you done?
I don't know.
Well, I think Blight supports Liverpool.
He does. He really does.
Yeah. We'll leave it there.
Oh, wait, level flight?
There's probably been some news that I'm not aware of right now.
Really?
Yes.
You must have watched the game on last Sunday.
I watched the... Yes, and Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was a drubbing.
Yeah.
Now he's clued in.
Yeah. I was thinking the last game I watched was the Carabao Cup, so that was only a number 2.
Okay. No. I'm talking about the game on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah. Coach may be fired over that.
Coach should be fired, but isn't, which is a problem.
Yeah. That's because he's in the good old boys club.
Yeah. It's pathetic.
If
Anyway.
Mourinho or someone like that, they'd be out of it.
Gone. Anyway, congratulations.
Thanks. That's a big win for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys.
The expensive menu.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
I was looking for a better game for sure.
Yeah. You know what? It was a long time coming for Oli. A long time coming.
Yeah.
And yeah, he should be fired, definitely. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, next time around, we'll see.
We'll see. All right, boys. Cheers.
The Animal.
Cheers.
Okay, this manual says that...
For you that don't know, Man United was beat 5-0 by Liverpool. So, Man United fans are not happy.
Oh, there he is. I tried to hide this compass from me. They failed. Okay.
You have to find them based on the frequency?
Yes. Problem is, I don't know where which switches I need to place in which positions for this particular radio to work as a radio compass, and B, I'm not sure if they implemented that, because there is a switch for this particular radio to be a source for the compass, but not sure where and how and if this is working.
I've done some of those things in the Huey, but not in the MI8.
Okay, these motherfuckers even made the whole thing wrong. Because they have, in the manual, they have R863 at the point where actually R828 is located. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, don't you tell me that that's how it's actually done. Don't you fucking dare. I will... Are they fucking connected? I don't believe you. Oh no, wait, that's different panel. Okay. Not this, not this. Not this. What the fuck is that switch? Oh, there it is. All right. Yep, finally. Okay, one problem solved. That might be a problem. I might not be able to navigate to him. Blight?
Yeah.
Can you navigate in your helicopter to the particular well, basically to radio beacon?
Yes.
On the like 220, so on high frequencies.
Let me look. Hang on.
If you can, then yeah, go basically rearm, reload, and go to the somewhere to the northwest from the Banderabas and look for the down pilot or do the cargo. That's actually one of the fucking problems, because I actually need to do, well, two frequencies. Well, as it appears, I cannot connect the radio, the compass to this radio, because that switches for different purpose.
Okay.
I haven't checked that.
As soon as I land, I'll test it.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'll see if I hear that frequency.
You might actually not, but I don't know how ED modeled the fact that it's blocked by the terrain.
It actually does work. They do model it, which can affect a lot.
Where's the password to get on the server?
It's Phoenix if you want, but it's really like what for?
It's what?
It's more the main question is what for you want to get into the server.
Well, if you're flying UH-1Hs,
Oh, I like flying helicopters just to route, and I'm probably gonna shut it down in like probably an hour.
They're flying as part of the campaign. Animal and Dancer, Ghost. No, not Ghost. Chewie and one other person got shot down last week without ejecting.
Ghost as well.
Oh, he did get shot down? He must have gotten shot down after.
Second flight, he got shot down by the BMP.
Okay. Yeah, so pretty much they're for pilots and for them to essentially be able to fly fast jets or helicopters or something that isn't doing cargo or recon, they have to do cargo or recon this week. But the problem is in pretty much all of those pilots except for Animal all had IRL stuff come up, so.
Well, do you need anybody to fly cargo?
No, it doesn't really. Well, if you want to participate in campaign on a regular basis, yeah, why not? If it's just for once, nah, not really.
Well, what time Zulu is it on Fridays?
1800.
Well, that'd be about 11 o'clock my time. Larry, it's the same time as flight.
Yeah, so it's 1800 is 11, but I think these guys are 20.
No, well, he said Zulu.
Yeah.
I think
Links
it's
the campaign is you guys do at 2000, right?
No, 11 p.m. Oh, like, you mean our time? Yeah, my time. Sorry, what?
Because I came on today at 1 p.m. my time.
Yeah.
No, 1 p.m. Yeah, which is 20. 20 Zulu.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. I done wrong numbers.
Yeah, so Lucky, sometime between noon and 1 your time.
Well, it'd be the same as yours.
Yeah.
Yep, fun part's gonna be hours all get shifted.
And we'll deal with that when it happens.
That's in 1 week. For the Europe guys, this Sunday.
Well, I consider myself a Europe guy, but we cancelled the time shift like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Russia got rid of it. There's a few other states in the European Union, I believe, have gotten rid of it. But not all of it. Not all of them have. So most of them will have transitioned either this week or up to the 31st, and then North America does it on November 7th this year.
Smart ones have. It's really what are those time savings for? Most of the time you work into offices and stuff, so you're not really connected with the sun anymore.
Yeah, it's the thing people have said that it was for farmers. It really isn't. Some people have said it was made for school kids. It really wasn't. The whole history of it in America has really been sort of lost to the age of time, and people are still trying to figure out, where did this all start? It started in the 50s, the 40s and the 50s, pretty much. That's when it started. Before that, wasn't really in effect at a national level, so that's why it's kind of having debate. And there's a lot of scientific studies coming back, or that have come back the past few years, that pretty much articulate, just pick one and stick with it. Either pick standard and stick with it, or pick daylight savings and stick with it, because spring forward is when there's a whole lot more car accidents. So essentially, when we take an hour away, there's a whole lot more cardiac events, car accidents, etc., because people are deprived of an hour of sleep. Meanwhile, the opposite happens when you unwind.
They're only deprived an hour of sleep once or twice a year. No, it's just once a year.
Yeah, but in that 1 week following that, there's a 33% jump in car accidents and about a 23% jump in cardiac events.
Well, it's like getting over jet lag, even though it's an hour.
So yeah, it doesn't seem like much, but for some, especially when you're barely getting enough sleep already, losing an hour can be a lot. Alright, now that I have finally gotten this mission back on track and it's not having a performance issue, I can finally submit a bug report to Ergomedia and ED and see what they do with it.
What have they done?
I found out that having like 2 ships with active radar near 400 units, all inside of a 30-mile radius, causes lag for every radar rotation.
That sounds like something not nice.
Yeah, it's not. That's why the mission was stalled in me building it, because this happened with the changeover from 2.7.6 to 2.7.7. And I literally flew an F-16 over in order to get all the radars to eliminate. There was no major performance issues that I could find.
Ouch.
So pretty much as in, the main issue was the ship's radars. As soon as I told all the ships to stop emitting radars, stuttering went away. You'll still feel some performance hit at Incirlik. I can't affect that. That's just the freaking map.
Black smoke, visible.
Okay, sorry, I have to crash the server.
Okay.
What did you do? Oh yeah, I made it invisible. That's why I It's his long side becoming a signature now.
It somehow managed to unpause. I don't have to crash the server. So what I did, how the script works. It checks if the unit is in zone, and basically for each unit, it basically just checks all the units and all the zones and checks, well, the correlation between them, because that's the easiest method of doing it. Thanks, ED. And after that, well, I just get the position of the unit, and then I try to somehow make something with it, okay? And apparently, if the unit is dead, it doesn't work, but it still counts as unit. So you can get the unit, but you can't get the position from it. And what happened is that I somehow managed to just land, but when I landed, I just exploded, and I really don't know what happened there. I just exploded. I was landing at like 1 meter per second. But
Yeah, I was testing sling cargo and it broke when I was landing only at like a 100 to 200 foot per minute descent. That aggravated me.
Now I need a second to add this thing to my to-do list to the scripts. Today I added 2 to my thing.
Alrighty, guys. Well, work will continue on the Syria version of City Attack.
We'll have something this Sunday.
Yes, Krasnodar once again with all of the improvements. I did also mount the warning sensors. I think that's the checkbox. Let me know if there's something that needs to be specifically put in the rearming menu or something like that, because I just checked the mount something sensors.
How do you do that?
It's under the 3 dots in the mission editor.
Mm-hmm.
You just click a checkbox and it mounts the sensors. It's ridiculous.
For the Mirage, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Mirage. I also enabled. Quick Align for the F-14s. I put down 2 FARPs, one on the west side, one on the south side. The south side one is the one that's near a straight road. I will double check and make certain there's no lampposts or anything else that will essentially blow you up as you're trying to land on it. But there is a FARP there. It won't be active until someone puts at least a fuel. They need to put a fuel truck on it for it to activate. And I did manage to get the Hemet tanker working with the CTLD script.
Nice.
Yep. So that's all set up. All of those FARPs have limited munitions, so they have 60 of each rocket.
Sorry for interruption. Blight, you remember you wanted to check the pilot?
Yeah, I'm getting something just past 220.
Yeah, okay, yes. 220 is the frequency. Well, then try and find it. The worst case I will guide you manually, because that's me not being able to make a working mission, not your fault.
Okay.
So, yeah, all of the FARPs have limited munitions. I made certain that there were 60 rockets, but there's 30 of everything else. And
even
I did set
ones.
up...
Like the main one.
No, not the main one. This is for the other FARPs that are scattered around, not the big one. The big one has unlimited. The south side and the west side FARP. The west side FARP has the least amount of munitions. It has about 20 of everything else other than rockets. It still has 60 rockets because they're cheap. And I did set up supply lines so that they will get restocked. Like every 15 or 30 minutes, they'll receive a shipment of like 60 to 70 tons worth of stuff. And they'll keep doing that like every 15 minutes.
Question: how did you manage to so do they put like random stuff into the place, or how the system is working?
I just put down like an invisible FARP, and then just set the warehousing in it.
No, yeah. That's the question is about warehouse. So how do they actually put the stuff into the thing? So, for example, you are missing several missiles, several rockets, and some fuel. What's happening next?
What's happening next is that you add a supplier. You add a supplier to that base, and it will essentially send a message to the supplier saying, "Hey, I need this, 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 and this." When you program it, you tell the warehouse, how many tons can it transport, at what speed, and what interval. So essentially, every 15 minutes, it will essentially receive a request and will ship any stuff that was not being shipped already. The speed determines how fast the transport goes from point A to point B, and the tonnage is the weight limit. So pretty much as in, when it receives the list, if that base can't fulfill it, it goes to the next base and the next base until it finds one that can fulfill the order, and it just starts trickling down the supply chain.
So basically, just to confirm, for example, you have a FAB that needs something, and for example, you have a first supplier that has only missiles. So it will supply only missiles, and they will actually subtract from that warehouse.
Yes, and they will send a supply request to the next one up, and the next one up, until it gets to one that has unlimited weapons.
Can you somehow disable and re-enable that? Like that supplying?
No. Well, you can break the supply chain by conquering airfields or destroying warehouses, etc.
And what if you disable the group?
I can answer more of your questions. Links, I can answer more of your questions on Saturday night. I gotta go. So.
Oh, okay. No problem at all. Yes, see ya.
See ya.
Are you flying in the direction where the thing is pointing?
Yeah, it's pointing this direction.
No, it's far from being right. It's roughly 330 from your current orientation.
Yeah, it's kind of telling me that I need to go left.
Командир, нет возможности.
That's not good.
Are you sure it's 220, not 200?
No, it's 220, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, hold on. Look. This is it's roughly 220.
Well, I'm pretty... I remember where that thing is. It's on 330 from you. It's basically here.
Okay, hold on. I'm on another frequency. Hang on. And I'll point to it.
By the way, I don't own the Huey, so can you please answer me, how many radios does Huey have?
How many what?
How many radios does Huey have?
3, I think.
And what are the ranges for them?
Hold on. Let me put autopilot on. Okay, so I don't know if I can tell the range without flipping through them.
Actually, can find a manual. Probably, I don't know.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Może. Shit. Okay, I broke the scripts for this thing. You actually might not be able to tune to 220, judging by the manuals.
Links, why?
Because your lowest setting is for that radio is 225.
I'm using the ADF.
Yeah, it's in kilohertz.
It says it goes from 190 to 400, 400 to 850, and 850 to 1750.
Yeah, but that's in kilohertz, not megahertz.
So I need to use a different radio?
You can't, because you don't have... You have 3 radios. One is 30 to 75 megahertz, One is the ADF which are using, and third is 100 to 126 megahertz, so they're all lower than needed.
Okay.
So yeah, just fly to the marker that's on the map, that's marked pilot. We'll do it that way.
Okay. I'll check the map.
Okay then, good to know.
генератор. Отказал второй генератор. Отказал первый генератор.